Breaking tonight, fierce flames and thick smoke just pour from a home in McCandless. Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Marlisa Goldsmith. If you have our Channel 11 News app, we sent you a notification about the fire this afternoon and immediately sent our Channel 11 News crew to the scene. Channel 11's Lindsay Ward joins us live in McCandless now with those breaking details. Lindsay.
Well, Melissa, I can tell you since I last went live, this is still a very active scene as it was about an hour ago. Once you take a look behind me at this house, smoke continues to pour from the home. There was even some flames in the back of the house. You can't really see because of the smoke, but there was an orange glow there, and this house is a total loss. Channel 11 got on scene here on Park Edge Drive in McCandless just after 4. We saw numerous dogs being rescued. In fact, neighbor off camera tells me around 20 dogs lived at this home, and he doesn't believe all of them survived. We also found out a husband and wife were inside at the time of the fire. The wife was taken by ambulance. We're unsure of her injuries. Numerous firefighters from several departments are here, and they have been here for hours. We can see that this has been a challenging fire for them, they tell us, because this house is so large. Now, I want to show you this sign over here to my left. It says spay and neuter early. As you can see, that this couple really loved animals. We're working to learn the cause of this fire. We do know that the fire marshal is on scene. As soon as we know any more information, we will be sure to pass that along to you, and make sure to tune in tonight on 11 at 11. Reporting live in McCandless, Lindsay Ward for Channel 11 News.
Lindsay, thank you. Developing tonight, we now know the names of the 2 men killed in a tragic crash yesterday on the Parkway East. Police say Landon Jones and Jason Jackson were killed when they fell off an overpass of the Parkway onto 2nd Avenue. The men were out of their cars after a crash left a car disabled in the right lane. Police say a 3rd car struck one of the parked cars, and tonight state police are investigating whether the men jumped to avoid being hit or were thrown off of the overpass by the 3rd car. Get ready for some of the coldest air we've seen in years. Meteorologist Kevin Benson is tracking temperatures and when we could see even more snow. Kevin.
Well, there's a lot of weather coming at you here, and we're going to put it together so you know just what to expect. 22 right now and partly cloudy. We're going to be cold overnight, and then it's going to get briefly milder. Look at Butler is 19. There's more snow on the ground north, by the way, up along I-80. Some of those places had 3 or 4 inches of snow today. Most places ended up with a coating to around an inch here. Wind is a factor, but we're going to back off on the wind a bit here. There's the temperature forecast tomorrow. About 6 or 7 in the morning, the low is going to be about 10. Then look at this, 8 a.m. it's 14, and we're going to run it up close to 40, but only briefly. There go the snow showers from earlier today. They've all moved away, and here's what we're dealing with. Briefly, we're going to get a south breeze here to get a little milder. Here's the rain and snow that's headed this way, so we've got that moving in this direction, and then that bitter cold is going to come plowing in here. So we'll put this all together hour by hour for you. It's going to be a cold morning, a mild afternoon. I'll show you when the mix of rain and snow moves in and how much snow we're going to get. That's in just a few minutes. Stay with us right here on Channel 11 News. I'll see you then.
Thanks, Kevin. After being partially closed since last Thursday, the Mound Wharf will be open tomorrow. A flood advisory was issued for the weekend, but that advisory has now been lifted. Former Leechburg Police Chief Mike Diebold speaking out today following his release from Westmoreland County Prison. We're following the new details for you tonight. Diebold was released after being sentenced to up to 23 months in jail for trying to solicit sex online from an undercover agent he thought was a 14-year-old girl last year. His plan to move into his mother's home has neighbors upset because it's close to 3 schools. Our trip partners caught up with Diebold just moments after he was released from prison.
I don't think they have anything to worry about, and when the time is right, through my attorney, we'll make the appropriate statement.
Diebold is required to register with Megan's Law as a sex offender, but Megan's Law does not regulate where offenders can live after they're released from prison. Developing tonight, police are still looking for a driver involved in a hit and run that sent 1 man to the hospital. Police say that a man was struck by a car on the Boulevard of the Allies near Juliet Street around 3:30 this morning. The driver never stopped. The victim was taken to the hospital in stable condition for a leg injury. And we're learning new details tonight about a house fire that happened very early this morning in Irwin. Fire crews were called to the home on Broadway Avenue around 2 o'clock this morning. Check these out. They're pictures of the blaze that a neighbor sent in to us. The homeowner said he heard something in his backyard and found the back wall of his home on fire. Firefighters quickly got the fire under control. Our cameras got to the scene just as crews were wrapping up. The cause of this fire, though, is still under investigation. In Somerset County, man is in the hospital tonight after police say he accidentally fired his own gun while shopping at Walmart. Police say the bullet hit the man's right calf. He was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The manhunt for the person accused of killing 5 people in Louisiana came to an end today, hundreds of miles away in Virginia. Police captured the 21-year-old suspect at his grandmother's home. NBC's Dan Shinneman has the latest tonight on the investigation.
Police say 21-year-old Dakota Terrio was arrested at his grandmother's home in Richmond County, Virginia. Investigators knew he might travel to the area, and his grandmother had asked authorities to check on her house before she returned. Terrio fled to Virginia from Louisiana after he allegedly gunned down 5 people at 2 different crime scenes. Police say the shooting started Saturday in Livingston Parish. They say the 21-year-old shot and killed his girlfriend, Summer Ernest, her brother Tanner, and her father, Billy.
I just loved them all with all my heart. I have a big hole in my heart.
Police say he then drove to his parents' home. When police arrived, both parents were shot. The father managed to talk to police.
We was able to get a dying declaration from him, and only enough information to let us know that it was his son that committed this act.
While police believe they have the gunman, they don't have all the answers.
There's no sign of anything, so we have no motive at this time.
Terrio is expected to be in court Monday. He will face 5 counts of first-degree murder. Dan Shinneman, NBC News.
Developing tonight, a woman and 2 children were killed in an apartment fire in Oklahoma City early this morning. Tonight, investigators are still trying to figure out what sparked the fire that just tore through 8 apartments. Firefighters say there still could be another victim tonight.
We have now located 3. We've located an adult and 2 children, and still looking for 1 child that's still yet to be found. So very sad situation here.
One man reportedly couldn't make it to his front door, so he jumped off of a 2nd-story balcony just to escape those flames. He suffered 2nd-degree burns. A new report found that Allegheny County ranks 2nd in the state for most cases of insurance fraud. Listen to this. The report says there were 348 cases filed between 2013 and 2017. That's about 13.5% of the cases happening across the state. Allegheny County was right behind Philadelphia. It has 559 cases in the same time span. City of Pittsburgh council members preparing to vote on gun legislation. New tonight, the change is already being made to the proposal. Plus, how McKeesport girls making a big difference in her community.
Channel 11 News, 11 at 11 means you get 11 minutes of news and weather
before the first commercial.
It means live coverage of breaking news, local news, and your first look at weather.
All before the first commercial.
Channel 11 News, 11 at 11.
Watch tonight.
An elite team of professionals, the best in Pittsburgh, and a preferred buying and ownership experience. At Barrel Acura, the area's largest volume dealer, count on the best selection and the Acura you want. Get a new 2019 Acura TLX for just $299 a month for 36 months and 0 due at signing. Or a new 2019 Acura MDX for just $459 a month for 36 months and 0 due at signing. We take care of our clients with a straightforward, no-hassle approach. From sales to service and beyond. Barrel Acura at barrelacura.com.
J&A South Park, Pittsburgh's preferred HVAC specialist, makes getting your new home furnace easy and affordable. Have a new efficient train system installed by our 4-star rated techs for as low as $99 a month. Spotless installation, done by real professionals, and we promise it will be done right and on time. Experts in service, experts in satisfaction. Make sure it's J&A South Park.
What part of Pittsburgh do you call home? Chances are, Efren Tillotson's nearby. For 70 years, we've been right here, building relationships, listening, connecting, and bringing you resources others can't match to help bridge the gap between building wealth today and having wealth tomorrow.
A well-planned future is closer than you think.
Start now, wherever you are.
Efren Tillotson. Contact us for a no-obligation review.
At Kia, we're bringing America's best value to you. Whether you want a big SUV with standard 7-passenger seating, or a medium SUV with available all-wheel drive, or a more compact SUV with iconic styling, or a hybrid SUV with 43 mpg combined. No matter what SUV you like, you get a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty at Kia. America's best value. The holidays are over, but great deals aren't. Get 0% APR for 63 months on a select Kia SUV.
Channel 11 Morning News keeps you prepared for winter with weather and traffic every 10 minutes. Meteorologist Scott Harbaugh tracks snow down to your neighborhood, and Tricia Pittman helps you get around backups. Weather and traffic every 10 minutes on Channel 11 Morning News.
After 42 years of serving up pizzas in Bellevue, Luigi's Pizzeria is closing its doors for good tonight. Today, the owners posted this on the restaurant's Facebook page saying, quote, "We have met so many amazing, loyal customers throughout the years that became family. We are forever grateful for your patronage." Well, the nominees are set for the April 2nd special election. This afternoon, the Democrats nominated Pam Iovano of Mount Lebanon, and the Republicans nominated Dee Raja. The election will fill the seat left vacant by newly elected Representative Guy Rushenthaler. An audit of the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office in Arizona revealed at least 50 guns went missing while the former sheriff was in office. The audit found that 29 fully automatic weapons, 20 short-barrel shotguns, and 1 short-barrel rifle are still missing. Tonight, the current sheriff is clearing his name.
Thus far into the audit, there has not been a single indication to show that any of those weapons have gone missing from this organization since I've taken office. They all occurred prior to my arrival.
Moving forward, the sheriff says all weapons belonging to staff and volunteers will be photographed with the serial number and will be kept in a database. The federal government will be open for business tomorrow. The new deadline lawmakers will have to meet before a second possible shutdown.
Well, we've got quite a weather forecast for you here. All kind of things coming your way. Briefly milder, then the rain turning to snow, and then sharply colder. Got the fresh forecast, including updated snow amounts. Could get a few inches coming up here. We'll be right back from Severe Weather Center 11. Stay with us.
Weather can change just like that. That's why the all-new Nissan Altima has all-wheel drive available for the first time ever. It's tech you can't get in a Accord or Camry and can respond instantly to changing conditions by sending power to each wheel to help you stay in control. The all-new 2019 Nissan Altima. Impossibly smart.
Get a low $239 per month lease on the 2019 Altima or lease Sentra, just $149 per month.
Now the most exciting tech you own is in your driveway.
My previous doctor that I had, you just start to feel like what you say doesn't matter, what you think doesn't matter.
I was so sick and just so exhausted and so scared. And I know that Dr. Manzi is on top of everything.
I just knew how important it was, now that I knew what was wrong, to find somebody that really specialized in it.
Yes, like finally, someone is taking this serious.
The region's first and only autoimmunity institute is at Allegheny Health Network.
I'm here with the Cortezes, Lawsons, Carnavalis at their family reunion to show them the family of Chevy SUVs. This is the Trax, the Equinox, and the Traverse. Which one's your favorite?
The Trax, actually. More compact.
Equinox is jumping out at me. The blue one, the red one.
And I would take that Traverse.
No matter what you want in an SUV, Chevy's got the perfect one for you.
You got it covered.
Current qualified competitive lessees can lease this Chevy Trax for around $179 a month, or get $4,000 total cash allowance on select Trax vehicles in stock when you purchase and finance with GM Financial.
Q92.9, throwbacks and the new stuff. Nothing but hits.
New details tonight on Pittsburgh City Council's proposed gun legislation. Changes could already be coming to the bill before a preliminary vote. More than 100 people spoke at a public hearing earlier this week. The proposed bill included a ban on certain semi-automatic weapons, ammo, and accessories. Now our trip partners report that the council will begin discussing amendments to the bill to clearly state what would be prohibited in the city. A final vote on the new bill could happen as early as next month. Taking a live look now at the White House tonight, where officials are not budging on President Donald Trump's demand for $5.7 billion for a border wall. Congress now faces the president's February 15th deadline to reach a deal or face another government shutdown. The latest tonight from NBC's Jennifer Johnson.
Tourists returning to the National Mall, parks reopening after the government shutdown ended Friday. Open for now as Congress faces a February 15th deadline to reach a border security deal. President Trump is still demanding $5.7 billion for his wall, even if he has to declare a national emergency to get it.
At the end of the day, the president's commitment is to defend the nation, and he'll do it either with or without Congress.
While many say the president caved in reopening the government, Republicans are praising how he's handled the stalemate.
I watched Speaker Pelosi sit there and would not negotiate with anything. So I give President Trump a lot of credit. He put the American people before politics.
The American people apparently not seeing it that way. And a newly released NBC News Wall Street Journal poll, President Trump's job approval rating stands at 43%. 54% of Americans disapprove.
Hopefully it teaches everyone that shutdowns are not good leverage in any negotiation.
Many wonder if a deal can actually be reached. The two sides still far apart on building the wall.
What we want to support over the next few weeks is 21st century border security. And so we're willing to invest in additional infrastructure, particularly as it relates to our legal ports of entry.
800,000 federal workers furloughed for 35 days are expected to get their back pay this week. But their relief may be short-lived. A new clock is ticking. Less than 3 weeks to go before another possible government shutdown. Jennifer Johnson, NBC News, Washington.
Venezuela's government has backtracked on its order for U.S. embassy personnel to leave the country. The move to diffuse tensions came just hours after diplomats traded heated rhetoric at a UN Security Council meeting. Earlier in the week, President Nicolas Maduro broke relations with the United States after Washington recognized opposition leader Juan Guaido as the country's interim president. A young girl recognized for her contributions to the McKeesport K-9 unit. Check this out. Little Peyton started a sweet tea stand this past August and raised $700. She was back at it today with a seasonally appropriate hot chocolate stand. Her mother tells Channel 11 Peyton raised at least $2,000 today. Good for you, Peyton. Well, this weekend, the city of Pittsburgh is once again proving that it is stronger than hate. Tonight, the Israeli hockey team will face off against a Pittsburgh Penguins alumni team. Last night, the Israeli team played the Duquesne University Club team, and tonight's game starts at 7:30 at the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex in Cranberry Township. Tickets for the game are $15, and proceeds will benefit the Hillel Jewish University Center of Pittsburgh and the Israel Hockey Federation.
Severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Kevin Benson in severe weather. Center 11, thanks for tuning in. So much weather to get through here. Let's get started right now. First thing in the morning, it's going to be cold. We're going to be 10 at 4 in the morning, and then gradually we're going to run this temperature up toward 40. Take a look at this now. By 8 a.m. it's 14, and in the afternoon it's going to be up to 39 degrees, but only briefly, only temporarily. There go the snow showers moving away from earlier today. Most places picked up about an inch, but north and east there were a few inches. Here's what's happening. I've been mentioning how this jet stream is kind of diving south here, and it's letting this cold air come in. We're ready for a real blast of cold air. But what happens is, see, here's the next weather development. You get this counterclockwise circulation. So out ahead of it, so you get the breeze coming out of the south, and that's what's going to warm us up temporarily. Then what's going to happen is this activity right here is rolling into western PA. We're going to have a mix of rain and snow Monday night until the temperature gets down cold enough, and then it'll go to straight snow, and then this bitter cold is going to come blowing into local neighborhoods here. Storm tracker model, you can see that we're in good shape here. Tomorrow morning, it's 8 a.m. You're going to have sun and clouds, and it will be cold to start. Then that push from the south brings up that milder air. I think we can keep it dry until evening. It's still mild enough at 11 p.m. for some rain showers, a mix of rain and snow. And then you can see by 5 in the morning, here comes snow showers. There you can see snow showers kind of steady here through the day on Tuesday. Not overwhelming snow. We're looking for a few inches, but, you know, all it takes is just a bit bit of snow to make the rush hour slippery, and I think you'll have snow showers for morning and afternoon drive time. Here's what we're looking for. I bumped this back 1 to 2. I think most places that's going to be okay. They got 2 to 4 in the northern counties, 2 to 4 over in the ridges, but most locations an inch or 2 is what you can expect. But that's going to come during morning and afternoon drive time. All right, couple quick points to make here. Here is Tuesday, overnight, Monday into Tuesday. Okay, that's after midnight Monday into Tuesday. A mix of rain and snow. Locally, you're going to get an inch or 2 here. Locally in south north, you're going to get 2 to 4 inches of snow. I want to back up here just a minute to give you Monday. Cold morning, mild afternoon, a mix of rain and snow late, and then much colder after midnight. So that's when we're going to turn this over on Tuesday into snow. There's Wednesday. Take a look at this. Just remarkable here. See that 6 degrees? That 6 is going to be a record if we hit it. That's what we're forecasting, 6 below. The record is 3 below. The average is 21 above. The coldest it's ever been in Pittsburgh. January 1994, there was a day we went to 22 below. So not an all-time record, but maybe a record for the day. Then only 9 on Thursday, 23 on Friday. And there you can see for the weekend, this is going to change. We've got models all over the place. Some want to go way milder. Some want to go way cooler. That's a shot right in the middle here for next weekend. But believe me, we'll be doing some fine-tuning and tweaking. In fact, I may have some fresh information tonight on the late news 11 at 11. Kevin Benson in Severe Weather Center 11.
It was a good day to be out in the cold in Ligonier. More than 70 ice sculptures were put on display at this year's Ligonier Ice Fest at Diamond Park. The weekend of ice carving wrapped up a little bit earlier this afternoon. Well, the Penguins All-Stars shined bright in San Jose, with Sidney Crosby and Chris Letang are saying about the star-studded weekend next in sports.
For the largest selection of American-made furniture and mattresses, shop Levin's.
Incomparable design makes it beautiful. State-of-the-art technology makes it brilliant. The Lexus NX, with pedestrian detection, lane departure alert, and Amazon Alexa compatibility, standard. Experience the crossover in its most visionary form.
Lease the 2019 NX300 all-wheel drive for $339 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
People with type 2 diabetes are excited about the potential of once-weekly Ozempic. In a study with Ozempic, a majority of adults lowered their blood sugar and reached an A1C of less than 7 and maintained it.
Oh, under 7?
And you may lose weight. In the same one-year study, adults lost on average up to 12 pounds.
Oh, up to 12 pounds?
A 2-year study showed that Ozempic does not increase the risk of major cardiovascular events like heart attack, stroke, or death.
Oh, no increased risk.
Ozempic should not be the first medicine for treating diabetes or for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not share needles or pens. Don't reuse needles. Do not take Ozempic if you have a personal or family history of medullary thyroid cancer, multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if you are allergic to Ozempic. Stop taking Ozempic and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, itching, rash, or trouble breathing. Serious side effects may happen, including pancreatitis. Tell your doctor if you have diabetic retinopathy or vision changes. Taking Ozempic with a sulfonylurea or insulin may increase the risk for low blood sugar. Common side effects are nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, and constipation. Some side effects can lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
I discovered the potential with Ozempic.
Ask your healthcare provider if Ozempic is right for you.
Instead of going to school every morning, what if school could come to you? Because learning happens anywhere and everywhere. K-12 powered schools provide a tuition-free, full-time, online public school education taught by state-certified teachers.
It's public school at home.
K-12's curriculum is designed to engage students, to challenge them. So visit K12.com today. Tuition-free in Pennsylvania.
How do you feel to be one of the best players for hockey?
It's a tough one. I'm happy to be in the conversation still. We'll just put it that way.
Humility, kindness,
class. Sidney Crosby's still the best in the business on the ice and the best ambassador for superstardom off it. Plus, he's the owner of a brand new 2019 Honda Passport for taking home MVP honors in last night's NHL All-Star game.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, you know, you play in it, you watch as a kid growing up, and you see that presentation, and it's pretty cool. So I had a lot of fun today. You know, didn't need to win the car in order to have a good time.
Well, but now it's back to work for the Penguins as they hit the ice in Cranberry this afternoon with Mike Sullivan's pre-All-Star Challenge fresh on the brain. What is this team's identity? What kind of team do they want to be? And for those who have gone through it all, understand exactly what's at stake.
I think as a group we know what the formula is. You know, we've seen it throughout this season, you know, what we need to do to be good. And, you know, I think, you know, it's about buying into, you know, doing it every night, even when you don't feel good and even when you don't want to. It's about doing the right things all the time.
So with 34 regular season games left on the schedule, this is what the Pens have in front of them. Still don't know how Barry Trotz has the Islanders at the top of the division, but there they are with the Penguins 5 points back. The Pro Bowl is like a consolation prize for the best in the NFL. It's an honor to be recognized among the elite, but I'd imagine it's bittersweet when you really want to be playing next week for the Lombardi Trophy. Steelers sent 6 to this year's Pro Bowl in Orlando, and maybe the biggest long shot of them all at the beginning of the season to get there was James Conner. He picked up 18 yards on the first play of the game, but then there was a bit of a scary moment for wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster. On his only catch of the game, he comes up limping after getting tangled up on the tackle. Did appear serious, but it's something we'll obviously continue to monitor. Defensively, the Steelers' Cam Hayward led the AFC with 4 tackles and a sack and a half as the AFC went on to win this one 26-7 over the NFC.
Let's let them hear it all the way down in Atlanta. We're still here! We're still here!
Yeah, they are. Winning never gets old, and that's why more than 35,000 fans were on hand to send the Patriots off to their 11th Super Bowl in franchise history. That's the most in NFL history from any team. The Rams will have their hands full with the Patriots a week from today, who collectively have fewer Lombardi trophies than Tom Brady himself.
We've been checking things off, and make no mistake about it, got a lot of respect for the Patriots, but we're going there to get this last check.
Oh, yeah, we're talking Super Bowl 53, why the Steelers haven't been there in nearly a decade, and, of course, Penguins, and where they stack up in a loaded Metro. You can find us on social media, comment on the topics, and we might even get you on tonight's show. It's the Subway Final Word coming up tonight, 11:35, right here on Channel 11. And a quick clarification on Juju's knee injury. It's being listed as a contusion. Nothing serious. I'm Chase Williams, Channel 11 Sports.
Thanks so much, Chase. Channel 11 News was live in McCandless over the past 30 minutes. We'll be sure to bring you new developments on all of today's stories during our next newscast tonight on 22 The Point at 10 and on 11 at 11. Hope you have a great night.